But when you see 60 minutes and we're not playing well, like take off a defender, and put on a attacking player. These are the things that fans like us go through. These are the things that fans like us go through. We sit down there and take off a defender, take off. We know that Timber before even Timber get that knock. I'm not saying Kibio wasn't playing well, but out of Kibio and William Saliba, the better defender is William Saliba. So take off Kibio, bring on Trossard, keep Martinelli, yeah?
Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN. I'm sorry, big up Yardman. There's going to be more tears this season. There's going to be more tears, bro. There's going to be more tears until we get into it.
Oh, shit. Big up Yardman, man. Big up Yardman. He don't even deserve them tears, man. But I see what Arsenal doing to grown man. You know, I'm trying to say, like, yeah, this shit go deep, man. It's crazy, man. Like, but salute to Yardman, bro. You know what I mean? That brother was in pain. He was in pain. Who's Kibio? Master Kibio. Like, hold on. shout out Yardman, man. Shout out Yardman. Big up Yardman.
Bro. The way he goes, take on the fan. Bring on the I can't lie,
he puts his head like this, bro. Oh my days, man. Oh my days.
You get me? His words, yeah, big up to Yardman. His words. These are the things that fans like us go through. This is what we go through. And we're going to get into the Norgard. We're going to get into the other players being linked to Arsenal. First and foremost, Rashid, what are you telling me, bro? You good?
No, I'm good, bro. Until I saw that. No. To be honest, until I switched on YouTube around 12 o'clock, something like that. Thought I was watching Shane, and then I saw Lee was live. I was watching some of that, and then I saw that Partey's gone. Well, I could guess that. You know what I'm saying? I could guess that Partey was gone. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw Norgard. I just saw him right now that he's signed already. That was quick. Didn't take them time. It wasn't complicated, right? It's not complicated when it comes to shit players like this, or maybe not shit, average players like this. It's not complicated. But when we need a player to show Liverpool and Man City in the world that we're serious, nothing happens. But yeah, man, Zubimendi, Norgard, and Moreno. Let's go. Bring next season on, because this guy's gone. He's digging a grave for himself, and I think Berta's digging with him. Yeah, bro, you're gonna fall in that grave. Yeah, you're gone, bro. You're gone by the end of the season. What do I know?
I hear it, man. Big up, bro. Big up every time. Ola, what you telling me, bro? DMX. What you telling me?
Bro. Hey, listen, we got the Sociedad cartel in the house. They're going to be running the midfield. The Sociedad cartel. You know what I mean? We got, what's it called? Zubimendi, Marino, Odegaard. All them, man, they're being Real Sociedad, man. You know what I mean? So that's the cartel we're running up in the midfield. They put a guard up in there. I came round to North's yard, and I said to my man, hey, listen, any guard is better than the guard we got. The guard we got is Asgard, bro. And I stand on it. I mean, look, how quick they got this deal done. It's mad, like Rashid was just saying. How quick they got it done is mad. Hopefully, they're going to start moving a bit quicker when it comes to some of these important signings that we need to see coming to the club.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. Listen, let's start with Norgard. Like, I don't think he's a trash player, but once again, is he a player that moves the needle? You know, and everybody that's, you know, because there are a section of the fan base, we rate Partey, innit? We rate Partey. There's a big section of the fan base that don't rate Partey. So let's keep that same energy with Norgard. Let's keep that same energy with Zubimendi. Because then we're going to be looking at it thinking, why did we get rid of Partey? If it's not an upgrade, or at least as good, why did we even go get these players? You know, I don't think Norgard is as good as Partey. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I don't think Zubimendi's as good as Partey. I haven't seen as much of him. I'll give him a chance. But it's like, bro, what are we doing? Like, we're always addressing the positions that aren't the most important, that aren't the most urgent.
some people that look, I've seen a lot of Norgard, but not Zubimendi, and a lot of people are saying like Norgard. For me, replacing a 32-year-old with a 31-year-old is crazy to me. Like, we might as well, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. That's what they said. You know what I mean? At least we know Partey, we know what it brings to the table. We know you know, we even know Partey can play right back. You know what I'm trying to say? As pissed off as we
Mendy
get
can
with it,
do that.
we know he can do that. I don't know if this Norgard or Zubimendi or them man there can do any of those jobs that Arteta like these players to do. If he's bringing them in as the specialists that they are, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it, bro. But if he's gonna start testing them man there, center back, left back, anywhere but where they're supposed to be playing, then that's where, you know what I mean, the whole problem is gonna, you know what I mean, the whole wheels gonna come off. So let's wait and see what it does with these players, because obviously with the sporting director involved now, he probably, I'm hoping he's saying, hey, listen, I'm buying these players for them positions that they play in. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want none of these playing center backs as strikers, playing DM as strikers like we've been doing with Merino. We need players playing in their position and getting the best out of them. That's what we need. You know what I mean? So, like you said, Noga don't move no needle. You know what I mean? It's not a needle mover, but this one is to shut the fans up. This one's to shut the fans up. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, a good section of the fans don't rate Partey like that. But some of us that see what Partey brings to the table, especially when he's fit, like he has been this season, you can see the way he breaks the lines and some of the advantages that that he has on the team. I like Partey. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be ripping him. Like he's out here ducking, trying to dodge charges and shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, at the same time, he's a baller. He's a baller, and he's a baller with a winning mentality. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just a case of, can we get those kind of mentality out of Zubimendi and Norgard now that they've joined the midfield pack? Only time will tell. We're gonna see.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah. Any way you look at it, it's Arteta's fault. So if I look at it from the perspective of like, oh, Partey wanted more money, so therefore we had to let him go because he wanted more money than he's earning, and he's 32 years old. Well, who put Havertz on 285? Who put Martinelli on 180? Who put these players on Gabriel Jesus 260 65? Partey is the best midfielder we have. The best midfielder this season. Everyone agrees on it. Everyone agrees that Partey was the best midfielder this season. What do you think he was going to ask for? These are mercenaries. That's why you should have loved the player. Love the club. He's just a football player. He will go and come. Another player will come, and
There's a
then he'll
mad
like another.
feedback going on in
Oh,
the
my bad.
conversation there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh
No,
yeah, yeah.
it's
Are you that, Rashid? Are you that?
yeah, that's
Yeah?
my bad.
It's
That's my bad.
Rashid. I thought it was Allah.
You
My
know what I
bad.
mean?
My bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like it's any way you look at it, yeah. Any way you look at it, it's the same. It's Arteta's fault because this had happened before, by the way. Abba was scoring 20 plus goals every season. What happened? What player did he change him with? He brought in players that could score 15, 13. They're all right. You know, like when you tell me like you want no God, ask me if you want no God. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he's cool. He's all right. I'm saying I'm not excited. Nothing really changed. You know what I'm saying? Nothing did because you've sold a player that is actually well, you let a player go. First of all, you let him go. You didn't even get the money for him. And he's a 60 million player, easy, 50, 40, easy. You can sell him to Saudi for 40 at least. At least get that 40 back, flip it on another player that's actually on his level. Now you dropped us another level in midfield. And the end of the season, you told us that we needed creativity. Where is it now? Norgard. And Zubin, where is it now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you just wasted money. You just wasted money right now. Oh, he's only 11 mil. You see that? 11 mil. Kepa's 5 mil. You see, they're moving smart now. They ain't moving smart, bro. Nobody wanted that player. That's why the guy's 11 mil for a reason. There's a reason why he's 11 mil. Yeah.
Do you know what's
You
funny,
bring-
Rashid? The 11 mils cheap when it's Norgard, but when we wanted Kelleher, it's expensive
Yeah.
for the same price.
It's
Yeah.
pick and choose.
You get it? Make that make
Choose.
sense,
Yeah.
bro.
Anything this manager wants, they'll back it. They'll back it. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll do more. You know what I'm saying? They'll do more. And now you're gonna all hear them, bro. Then now it's gonna come out. They're gonna find the reason why we can blame Partey and not Arsenal. They'll find the reason. He
But
wanted
they
more
better know
money,
how to
or
defend, you know, because to get a lot more out of Declan Rice, we need somebody that can shield that back line. Yeah. When Declan Rice is bombing forward, making those late runs into the box, trying to get headers, is because Partey's holding it down and shielding that back line by himself. So Zubamendi, you better be able to do that. Norgard, you better be able to do that. Also, people are gassing the free kicks, and they were amazing free kicks by Declan Rice against Real Madrid. He has to go forward. He needs to go forward. So when he's going forward to take that free kick, if they hit us on the counter, we need somebody that's able to win the ball back properly. So this is the thing, yeah. They need to be individually good enough at winning the ball back. If these men are not up for the challenge, yeah, what they're going to do is restrict what Declan Rice brings going forward. And we're going to get hit on the counter attack if Declan Rice should be taking free kicks further up the pitch. All of a sudden, we're more susceptible to counter attacks. Where Thomas Partey, you know, they hit us on the break. More times than not, he wins the ball. He shields that back line. He gets back into position quickly, sniffs out the danger. So this is the type of level that we need.
Hey, enough. I'm already seeing stats of people saying Norgard is better than Caicedo, bro.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Bro,
There you go.
what? You ain't
There
seen
you
that?
go.
You ain't seen that yet?
I ain't
Bro.
seen that. Where was that?
Bro, hold on. I'm gonna get this shit to you right now. People find ways. I don't know how they do this shit, bro. I'm already seeing stats of people talking about Norgard is got way better stats than Caicedo. Hold on, let me pull this shit. Yeah, bro. Let me pull this shit up for you right quick.
These are the
Gas.
shameless, you know.
Gas.
They're shameless, you know.
Oh
That
my
is
days.
crazy.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but so they
believe
can
what
tell
I-
you, they bought Caicedo for a certain price and we bought Norgard for a certain price, and they'll run with it. I get it.
Yeah, but
I
they were
get it.
calling that French player Agome from Sevilla.
Agumi, yeah.
They
Yeah.
were saying that he was the best replacement for Thomas Partey. But you see, now they got another player. Now they got a gas in. They always got a gas in.
Yeah.
They always got a gas in.
He didn't fit the profile. He didn't fit. He was good for just watching the player, and then they saw that he didn't fit. I back the club. I back the club. That's gonna happen. You know what it is? Oh, we needed the money for a striker. There you go. There's your first. You needed money for a striker. Yeah. Well, we got problems at left wing as well. We need money for that as well. We have to save money. They're moving correctly, like financially correct, because they're buying these players. You guys told us to buy these players, didn't you? Yeah, but we didn't tell you to make them the first choice or second. We told you to be part of the squad, not let a player that is worth 60 million. He's the best midfielder, and you bought a midfielder for 110, and he's better than him. That's how mad it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest here. Partey or Rice? Let's be honest. On their day, I'm sorry, man. He scored 2 free kicks. Not enough. Not enough, bro. Okay, the free kicks were sick, but that's a part. Then Juninho's the best player in the
It's in
world.
the chat. Put it up. Let the people see what these people are doing, bro. They're coming out and putting this type of fucking stats up, bro. Yo, it's
because of the green screen.
yeah. Can't see because it's green screen, but
Hold on. So you man can see. Hold on. All right, let me remove my
let's see if you
background.
can share it.
Hold on. Right, you man, you lot can see it now.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah, look at
Caicedo and Norgard. They try to put up the stats in that. That's crazy, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I already see that, like, that already came out earlier on. People are already trying to justify this shit. And like, Norgard is better than Partey, is better than fucking Rice, is better than fucking Caicedo, is better than all this, man. I'm like, what? Is it the same Norgard I've been watching all season? Like, I know he's half decent and thing, but his game don't be interpreting them stats there. And look, that's skewed as well because of how Chelsea had a terrible 3 months. That shit's skewed. They can't fucking, you know what I mean? Like I said, they can't put that. Guys, it's mad. It's mad, bro. It's crazy to me.
It's a color thing. It's a color thing. That's what it is. You run with something, I will run with something as well. It's a color thing. That's all we hit back. Because it's bullshit, bro. When you look at Chelsea and Brentford, you can't compare, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
different. But regardless, we're gonna see this amazing player that's gonna come to us. They gassed everybody, Ola. They gassed Moreno and they gassed Calafiore and they gassed Lokonga and they gassed every player that came to this club. They gassed all of them. That's what they do. That's what they do. And they didn't want any of these players. They gassed Havertz. What did they tell you about Havertz, Ola?
Hmm.
Oh, he's gonna fix him.
Bro,
He's gonna fix him.
it's the be all and end all.
This
He
Norgard
go,
had
he go
he,
get us
he had
across the
almost
line.
40 days out injured. So yeah, these man crazy. Head injury out 16 days, unknown injury out 19 days.
Mhm.
The 23-24 season, back injury out 39 days.
Blood
39 days
clot.
of the back injury, you know.
Blood clot. Kim Karlstrom. Yo. Kim Karlstrom settings. Jeez.
Oh my days.
We didn't know.
Hey, big up Aaron Raid, man. Big up Aaron Raid. Man, I
Big
talk
up.
about magnum up in there, you know what I mean? Damn,
Big
God
up
don't know
Aaron
the meaning
Raid,
of that with them back fucking pains they got going on. You know, I'm trying to say shit. You better go get himself some magnum. Hey, don't say hook him up, bro. Hey, shout out the sponsors, man. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. 39 days of the back problem, bro. Bro, I'd be fired if I was out of my job, yeah, for 39 days of the back problem. But I'm getting fired, bro. You know what they do? You know what HR when they say, yo, we got to do a medical test to see
Yeah.
if you're return to the workforce.
Yeah, for real.
If you're fit, you know what I'm saying? If you're fit enough, yeah, you're failing. You're failing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're failing that. There's no point in going with them. You know when they come and knock and they're like, please, could you come with us for a second? Let's go to the room. You're gone. That's when you know you're fired. But they won't talk about this. They won't talk about this. They'll flip it any way they want. You get me? Any way they want. And then when he's injured, everybody's surprised. Oh shit, what are we gonna do now? Cough, man.
But
Seriously.
a lot of these players don't even get injured like that till they come to us, bro. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. A lot of these players don't get injured like that till they come to Arsenal. And the worst part is, whatever it is they're good at, when we actually bought them, that's
Yeah.
what we strip them off. We don't let them play like that no more. I've never really understood it. You know what I'm trying to say? Never really got it. Like, why are we gonna go scout a player for so long, bring them to the club, and whatever their strengths are, you don't see it no more. I see, man, certain players that we've brought in, they like to shoot from way out. Soon as they come to Arsenal, that shooting stops. I see players that they're banging in free kicks left, right, and center. Soon as they come to Arsenal, they don't take free kicks no more. Free kicks ain't going in. And I'm thinking, hold on. So what kind of training have you given to these players to take the very thing that they're actually good at and you take it away from them? It makes no sense. And we keep seeing it time and time and time again. And that's because of all this crazy versatility talk and movement that this manager keeps moving with. Because you take away from their strengths and try and almost make them play towards their weaknesses. And that's not how you win majors. That's not how you there's no club that I've seen that stood the test of time that's won majors by playing to the weaknesses of their fucking squad. You tell me what manager that you've seen do that. It don't exist. You gotta play to the strength of the players, man. And it's fucking that shit there is wild to me, man. It's wild to me how we keep backing this kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me.
No, it's facts, bro. Like you look at these signings, yeah. Kepa doesn't elevate us. Like you look at our rivals, yeah. Wirtz gets into the Liverpool team straight away starter. That's the impact straight away. Better creativity from the number 10. If they get Isak, straight away upgrade levels above Darwin Núñez. Look at the levels of improvement. Do you know what I'm saying? Turkey gets into the Man City midfield straight away. Boom. Look at the upgrades from our rivals, bro. And then you look at us. And there's all these players that we have to work out. Oh, maybe they'd be good.
Yeah.
They're buying starters, bro. They're buying starters. Liverpool won the league and they're buying starters, bro. Players.
Yeah, but this is what they're gonna tell you, North. Yeah, they're gonna tell you that Zubamendi's not that far off Partey, and Norgard is better than Jorginho. Well, more mobile than Jorginho. There you go. That's what they're gonna tell you. But then when they don't perform like them, the thing is that Liverpool kept their players. They kept Van Dijk and Salah because they were their impact on the field are players that you need them right now. You know what I'm saying? They're that kind of players. Van Dijk and Salah untouchable. Partey should have been untouchable. He didn't like Partey from the start. Let's be real. I told you, man. The plan was Moreno, Rice, and Odegaard. That was the plan. And Calafiore. You imagine? You imagine if that was the plan. He didn't like Partey for time. It's not about money. You don't want him in the team, and that makes me worry. Do you know what I'm saying? That makes me worry because how much power do you really have in this club? How can you? Do you know what I'm saying? Because Partey could have at least gave us another 2-3 years. You know that. You know he could give you another 2-3 years. Yes, he'll be relegated to like maybe 5th choice or 4th choice, but he's still Partey. You get what I'm trying to say? You keep him in the team like a Gundogan. But that's not how this club operates. You get me? But we're saving money. That's why they're always talking about how much they bought the players now. How much they're on. Tell me how much on Norgard is on. How much? How much is he on, bro? How much is Kepa on? Madness. Madness, bro. Kepa, 100K. If I was Ray, I'd cuss Arteta out right now. Call him on the phone. Yo, listen, feed the puta. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving him...
bro. That Norgard's
Huh?
on 40K. Watch us put him on 120, 130.
Yeah, we're gonna put him on mad money, bro. We're gonna put him on mad money. We're
For
gonna put
what?
him on mad money.
For
And
what?
Wu-Tang just said in the chat. I see you, Wu-Tang. Big up yourself. He just said in the chat, you know what I mean? Our wage bill is concerning. But this is all down to the manager giving crazy ass fucking contracts to these players that don't really deserve it. Yeah, we're giving major honors fucking wages to players that just can't get over the line, can't win no, can't get no medals. That's what we're doing. We're giving wages of people players that are supposed to be winning majors. We're giving it to players that can't get over the line, right? So what's the incentive to want to get over the line? Where is it? They don't have that. Just like the fucking owners. Yeah, we got to start talking about the fucking owners as well. Because I don't see no ambitions from these fucking signings that I'm seeing from these guys. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where's the ambition from these owners? Because I'm looking at Man City. I said it the other day. I'll say it again. Them, man, they had 115 charges, man. They bust case just like Didi is about to bust case. And they bought 4 players.
Oh, shit.
And they bought 4 players. Them, man, they're 115 fucking charges, man. How is them, man, they're buying players? And we're coming in with Norgard. We're coming in with fucking Zubimendi.
Oh, but they have a Club World Cup.
If you look at do you know what I look at? Yeah, this window. I look at this window as if we go up against PSG, what is the answer? What players have given us something different? What players are going to offer something different? What players are going to get us the goals? What players are going to offer us something different for the manager to use against Newcastle that we lost 3 times this season? Or losing against Man United when they had 10 men on the pitch? What about when we couldn't beat Chelsea? What about when we're dropping points to Fulham? When we got beat against Bournemouth? Because
the low block.
The players that we want, Gyökeres offers you goals. Mbeumo offers you goals. These are individuals that can win you a game. Individuals that can score you goals. Individuals that you give them half a chance and they can score a goal more times than not. These are the players that we're looking to. These are the players we're like, why are we not bringing in players like this? Why are we not going for a Lookman that turned up in the Europa final, that's got experience of winning things? These are the things that we can look at. Some of them have got goals. Some of them have got experience. Some of them have won things. Some of them are ready to take that next jump, that next push forward. So when we're calling for these players, we can understand where it could help the team. Having a left winger, all of a sudden, we don't have to be so robotic and always playing down the right wing and looking for Saka. Getting a backup to Saka means that in the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, we actually got players that can actually get us to a quarterfinal, semi-finals, which we used to do playing our second team with Wenger back in the day. Right. Getting a proper striker means, okay, certain games, yeah, you may want somebody like a Jesus, for example, that you want to link up play. Cool. For certain games, it may work. It doesn't work the whole season to get over the line. Then you got other games where you're like, we need a killer. Cool, we got the killer. Bring on Gyökeres. I always talk about the versatility in strikers with Fergie, having a Wayne Rooney and then having a Berbatov. Completely different styles of strikers. Completely different, bro. Even Thierry Henry and Bergkamp were different as well. Bergkamp, cold. He could finish and he could create. He could tuck in, take on a player, find TT. TT could just win a game by himself. Take on 3-4 players, win a game by himself.
Yeah, man.
These were players that had those individual brilliance. Reyes, Pires. These men will win you games. Lundberg.
Even Wiltord, bruv. You know what I mean? That man there, you know what I mean? Wiltord, man. Come on, bro. Kanu. Like, you just had fucking killers all around the squad. And the crazy part is this. For me. We finished second, and we've gone and brought in Zubi. This Zubi deal, I'm not even counting as part of the summer deal. Anyways, that was already done. Yeah. So far this summer, we've brought in Kepa, Norgard. Yeah. And then we've signed a couple of in-house players. That's what we've done so far in the summer. Man United came 17th. We all know we needed forwards. Going into the summer. All of us knew we needed forwards. And I even said it like, bro, anyhow, we sign any other positions apart from strikers / forwards, I'm gonna lose my shit. And that's exactly what we've done. And I'm sat here with wifey, and she's celebrating they're about to sign Buemo. They'd already bought fucking Cunha in. Bruv. How is that man that finished 17th place, 16th place, gave Tottenham a fucking trophy? End up, hey, don't. She's telling me to fuck off. Hold on. Hey, listen. You man know how she stay. She can't hear me, man. She can't hear me.
He's in trouble.
You know how I'm going off right now.
He's
How
in
is
massive
that
trouble,
man?
isn't he?
Blink twice. Blink.
Lord help me. How is that man there fucking managed to get 2 forwards in? They're about to sign Buemo. And fucking and they already got Cunha. That's 2 forwards. We ain't even got no forwards in. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, man. And we all knew what we wanted going into the summer. Attack, goals, forwards, strikers. It's what we needed going into the window. And then everything else can build after that. But we ain't done that. And I thought look, I've not seen no kind of changes from this Berta guy, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've not seen no changes to how we move. How we move is still how we're moving. I want to see drastic changes, man, from this Berta guy. Yeah? Because then, once everything is set, there's no excuse for Arteta no more, bro. No excuse. Because you would have got all the tools that them and they are saying you ain't got. You would have got them tools there.
Yeah.
But right
We
now,
need-
the way we're moving, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
We need Berta to come out, yeah, and just tell us, give us a sign that you're setting Arteta up. Just give us a sign, something in an interview.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, from what I'm seeing right now, this ain't looking good. This is the signings. We went through your shit. You know how many players he's bought, this guy, Berta.
Mm.
And these are looking like Arteta signings. These are not club signings. Nothing really changed. Where's my players? Why is Liverpool, Man City player buying every player that I want? Every player that I want that buy or an option I want. I want Shirky. I want Verts. I want Kirkes. Frimpong maybe he's all right as well. Do you know what I'm saying? The midfield as well, the Bournemouth one. Like, listen. At the end of the day, we need to understand that this happened before. This ain't the first time. It happened with Abba. You know what I'm saying? He took away 20 goals and you saw what happened to us. Yeah? All right, the first season, yeah, you scored a couple of goals, but we still didn't win it. And your defense was shaking. You probably what? It was before Saliba, so you were shit. So the whole system didn't work. But my point is like we paid for this before, but it happened again. This guy he doesn't learn. And this favoritism has to stop. How could you not favor Partey, bro? I can go on. I can give you 10 reasons why you have to keep this guy. How many games you've seen? But let Aaron come in and, you know what I'm saying? Aaron,
Big
go
up
to you,
Aaron,
my
man.
friend.
Salute to Aaron, man, bro.
Come on.
Big
Big
up
up
yourself,
Aaron,
Aaron, man.
Love
Wait.
for the raid as well, bro. What you
Nah,
said? We're
you-
saved, man.
you
No
know.
God. Hey.
Well, do you know what? Like this is a good day, man. I mean, we've got Gal said to us, we didn't just get an Ornstein bomber. We got 2 here we goes in one day. This is a phenomenal day. This is celebration settings. I'm going to the shop and I'm getting the most expensive can of Stella that they've got. Do you know what I mean? To celebrate. That's what I'm doing there. You know, come on. We've managed to bridge the gap to Man City, who have signed Cherky, Reinders, and all of them boys. We've managed to bridge the gap with Norgard, and I'm buzzing for it. You know, forget that party's left in the same day. We've managed to get Norgard in. I'm unbelievable. Do you remember when they said, "Oh, don't worry, now that we're in the Champions League, we're going to get Championship players"? Yeah, that's what we've got. We're signing them Championship players that we were promised, and we've got Norgard in 10 million. It's unbelievable. I'm ecstatic. I'm gonna stop buying merch.
Do you know how many years they signed him for?
How many years?
2 minimum. If I was to put a bet on it, I'd say 2 with an option for a third. That would be a smart-ish-esque sort of way of going on it. But you could also just put all of that money and the transfer fee into just keeping Thomas Partey for 2 years. I don't know. But he's younger. Don't worry about it. He's younger by 9 months. 9 months. He's younger. He's younger though by 9 months. Oh, yeah. Thomas Partey's literally only just turned 32, by the way. Yeah, but he's younger.
Yeah, Aaron, they already said he's better than Caicedo, man. He's better than everybody in the league, bro. That's what they're saying, bro.
Well, listen, we was also told today, you know, is we're taking someone's captain. We're taking another Premier League team's captain, so it must be really good. They just forgot to sort of say that Arsenal went to Brentford and came out with Norgard. Manchester United are going to Brentford and they're coming out from Buemo. What are we doing here? They finished 15th.
Do you remember when it was Young Project?
Come on.
Do you remember when we couldn't sign players that were over 30? Where's that gone?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah, Project Youth, mate. Yeah, that's it.
You know what? Yeah, I just thought about it. Yeah, how are they going to justify Sesko? Because they don't give a shit about the age of Norgard since you're sucking him off. So why are we not going for Gyökeres then? Because the whole argument was, we're going to get more years out of Sesko. Well, how many years are we going to get out of Norgard then?
Let me play the shaitan. I'll play the advocate, yeah? I'll play the advocate here.
You've been on TV streams too much, I see.
Too much, bro. That guy, bro. Big up
You
to
have,
him,
haven't
bro.
you?
Too much. A lot.
Listen, every time you're saying this devil's advocate, man.
Devil's advocate. They'll tell you Norgard is just the 5th option. Sesko is our original option. So he's like our first option. So that's what they'll tell you. Go on, North. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, but you heard Sesko's already following Arsenal, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what they'll tell you.
He's also following Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. He's also followed a few other.
Ola said the stats, yeah. Ola said the stats. So why is it stats when it comes to Norgard versus Caicedo? But when we bring up the stats about Sesko versus Gyökeres, it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, because it don't fit the narrative, no.
It doesn't fit.
It don't fit the narrative.
Now, the age and the stats, yeah. The age don't matter, and the stats are very important now when it comes to Norgard coming to Arsenal.
Yeah. Can I say something?
It's angles.
Can I say something? There's a positive, about this Norgard signing. I mentioned it just before I came on here, Yeah. Fuck you, Mum Spaghetti. Don't start, Mum Spaghetti. Fuck you, Mum Spaghetti. There's a positive to this, because guess what? Arsenal have just shown it doesn't take long to make signings. There you go. It's available. It's signed in within 24, 48 hours. Okay, cool. Why has it taken months and months and months for everyone else then? So there's the only positive side of it.
Because it's a different amount. You know, Sesko's 70 mil. We need to think about. You know what I'm saying? It's a different.
Guess what? Let me surprise everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel. Everyone's going to be dumbfounded. Guess what happens? Guess what speeds things up? This is a secret, trade secret. If you make a bid in, then usually it speeds things up. Don't tell anyone though. But when you actually put a bid in for someone, it gets the ball rolling. So if Arsenal went in and they wanted Rodrigo, there you go. There's 80 million. Real Madrid, in the words of Terry Tibbs, talk to me. There you go. Guess what? We throw in 70 million for Gyökeres. It might not be enough, but Sporting Lisbon fucking talk to me. There you go. You're getting something going. You've got something to respond to. But what are we doing? We're like, I don't really know what striker I want. Just don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, brother, you haven't known for 5.5 years, and that's been the problem. Why do you still not know what striker you want since 2019-20? How do you still not know what striker you want? You've had half a fucking decade.
How's
But
United
they know
got
what
strike?
DM they want.
United
they know
got
what
strikers they paid 70 million for the other just last season, and they've brought in 2 forwards already.
Yeah.
That's mad to me, bruv.
How much did we bid for what's his
That's
name? Watkins.
crazy, man.
Do you remember Watkins? How much did we bid for him?
Like
Last
30,
minute.
40 million or something, was it?
Was it 40 or 60? I swear.
I think it was
heard
60. I think it was
Yeah, I
60.
heard
Was it
60.
60?
I think
I
we'd
think
have
it was
got him for
60.
60. If we
Bro,
put
I heard
60 in
60,
the
bro.
winter, we'd have got him. I
Tell
reckon
him.
we put 40 in.
So we do have 60. So we do have the
Yeah.
money. You was just
Well,
gonna pay
We're
for a
trying to rebuild the
striker.
bench, though. We're trying to rebuild the bench with 100 M's.
Okay. With
So we
100
have
M's and we need to like
Yeah, man.
It's
Oh,
funny,
my
yeah. Now all
days.
of a sudden, money's important to Arsenal, yeah. But when we
Yeah.
told you we're wasting money on Nuntavaj and Fabi Vieira and Carl Hein, you man told us that no. This is how we're getting our finances in order. This is why they can't have it. They get cake and eat and have it too, yeah. Because when we criticize the signings, they say no, but this is one for the future. When that future doesn't work out, all of a sudden we're tight for money. Oh no, now we have to make wise signings. Why don't we just fucking make wise signings when we got money available? How about that? Why don't we just recruit the right player? Because it always comes back to sting us in the ass. I just don't really understand it, bro. Like I'm sitting there looking
That's
at
why Asgard is your captain, bro. You know, I'm trying to say shit.
But bro, how are we identifying a goalkeeper and a DM before players that we were linked to, some of them over a year ago? Over a year ago. You're telling me we're unable to get these players. How good is this project, yeah? That Mbeumo was wanting to go to Man United. This is a joke, man.
Yeah.
And I want to get into this player, yeah? Rafael Leao has been linked to Arsenal again. Rafael Leao.
Gangster rapper.
Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to music, he actually makes decent music. I can't lie. Anyone that he actually makes decent music, yeah?
Well, what kind of music does he make? Well, hip
The
hop thing.
last track, it was that kind of like Portuguese rap. It
Oh.
was actually alright. It was alright. It was actually calm.
Well,
I
like-
think it's actually
Then why
better.
is he so passionate about football?
Well, like Portuguese thing.
That's it, bro. That's it. But this is
That's
what I'm
what.
saying, yeah?
That's why it's decent to you, bruv. You know what I mean? That's,
Can I ask a question though?
Bro, but they don't like inconsistent Trossard. They say, oh, he's
Yeah.
so inconsistent, he's better off the bench. They don't like Martinelli. Oh, he's been rubbish for 2 years. Cool. This guy's the epitome of being inconsistent. So why are we going in for another inconsistent player?
Can I ask you a question? Every man here, especially you, of course. No. Is Leao better than Martinelli? Everybody in the chat as well. Is Leao better than Martinelli?
He is, but the bar's on the floor.
No. The question, the correct question is, does Leao look up when he's running with the ball and about to shoot? If he does that one thing, he's better than Martinelli, bro. I'll give it, bro. That's a straight answer right there. If
He's better, yeah, because he can actually beat his man and he doesn't rely on the number 10. When he's actually on his day, Leao is actually quite a tricky winger. The problem is on his day. That is what I want to emphasize, because people look at one game. Oh, look at Leao. Nah, bro, this guy is fucking inconsistent as hell. He's like that for his club and he's like that for his nation as well. Inconsistent on his day, he can beat a winner. The problem is, yeah, he gets into the
I
final
kind of
third,
like Leao.
and his crossing is poor, and his shooting a lot of the times is off sometimes as well. When he's on job, yeah, he's decent. But bro, how many more players are we gonna get, yeah, that are inconsistent? How many more players?
Your manager is Captain Silverhole, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, he likes to save players that are cast outs, but he don't know what he's doing with them. There's a difference. Yeah, I tell you who's really good at that shit. Unai Emery, right? He's the real Captain Silverhole, and he knows how to go and get medals with them motherfuckers. Yeah, Arteta can't do them things there. He's not on that level yet, if he's ever going to get there. But we've seen Emery do that time and time again, winning European medals, doing it. You know what I mean? Like picking up all these players that nobody wants, inconsistent players, shite players. He puts them together and he makes fucking Marvel fucking movies out of them motherfuckers, right? But right now, what Arteta's trying to do with the likes of Sterling, with the likes of Willian that saw the light and thought, no, I'm out of here, with some of the other players that we've seen him bring to the club, we can't keep going around trying to save players, man. This club is not a fucking charity. Yeah? We're not fucking old people's fucking retirement home. bro, that's
But
one of the things that we've been trying to shake off for so long, and we're back there doing it again. We
but
can't keep saving all these fucking shit players.
but Ola, here's a thing they can do, but I don't know why they don't do it. Zinchenko, Milan wants Zinchenko, right? Give him Zinchenko, throw a little 10 or whatever, and take Leao. I know the wages are going to be high. The problem is going to be the wages. But you've saved Zinchenko. Zinchenko's already on big wages. Do you get me? Would you rather, you know, this manager ain't going to use Zinchenko in that midfield. You get me? He's not going to use him in that midfield.
The
Might as well
wages
get
are already
Leao.
high, anyways. The
Yeah,
wages are already high. Like, what difference
flip
would it
him.
make? What
Flip
difference?
him.
Like, what difference would it be? The problem for me is, look, I'd rather go because I want to win now. I'm not trying to
Mm.
look at fucking Rafael Leao. I'm sorry. I want to win now. Why are we going after Leao? If we can go and get Rodrigo, put the money on the table, like fucking Aaron was saying earlier on. You put the money on the table, test the resolve of Real Madrid, and see exactly where they want to go with the fucking bid. But you don't put no bid, and you keep, you know what I mean? You're talking interest, and all this other shit. That's not working. That's not working for them type of clubs there. I want to win now. Rashid, you want to win now.
He'll get.
I know Aaron wants to win now. And I know the chat, every Arsenal fan in the chat, they want to win now. We tired of waiting, bro.
Yeah.
Rafael Leao is just another waiting fucking project, bro. I don't want that. I want to win now. Go get me Gyökeres. Go get me Isak. Go get me fucking Rodrigo. Go and get. These are the type of forwards that we're talking about. Needle movers, bro. Fuck all this Rafael Leao bollocks, man. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that player right now.
You know what the problem is that Arteta's going to leave at some point. He's going to probably leave next season, especially looking at this midfield. He's going to leave us with a bunch of players that are going to be a problem to move or to actually utilize. I would rather he left us a Leao than he'll go out there and get someone worse. He's going to get someone worse. It's going to get worse than Leao. Leao's like the best option. He's going to get worse because he started with Rodrigo. Do you know what I'm saying? Would you rather? Because it's going there. It's going there, and it's looking like this Arteta guy. He's not going anywhere for now, and he's going to leave us a shit midfield. What are you going to do with a midfield like this next season? Next season, this guy's going to get sacked. I know 100% this guy's going to get sacked. He ain't going to win anything in this club with this team. And even with Sesko, I'm counting Sesko in the team. He's just going to score more goals than Havertz. And then everybody will be like, oh shit, he's a striker, whatever. And I say, he just scored more goals than Havertz. That's what is going to happen. The goals that we're going to concede, he's probably going to kind of like balance it out and we'll be second place and we won't win anything like this season. Do you get me? So I'm just thinking ahead. But I don't know. You guys tell me, innit? You guys tell me.
Bro, there's no point getting any midfielder if we have no creativity. There's no point. The one midfielder in there, okay, we had Odegaard. You had Partey that could also ping a pass and can help us on the counter-attack. Rice doesn't have that passing ability. Zubimendi, I've never seen him have that passing ability. This Norgard, I've never seen him have the passing ability from deep as well, to the same level as Thomas Partey. All of a sudden, the whole midfield is extremely rigid. We've got flipping Skelly that could play in the 6, but he's not going to play in the 6 because he's our best left back. Unfortunately, if we brought him into the 6 and then we had Rice there, all of a sudden you've got more creativity in the midfield. But you know this manager will never do the things that we want him to do. And I'm not saying that Skelly has to always play every game in the 6. What I'm saying is when we are lacking creativity and when Odegaard's completely gone ghost, bring a midfielder that can create something. We've had Zinchenko that could have played at the number 10 when Odegaard was injured. He preferred to flip him play the DMs in the number 10. Oh. So this is the frustration. It's like when Odegaard gets locked off, who is the other player that's creating anything? You can bring in another striker. He's still going to have limited opportunities. Even if we get Gyökeres, even if we get the striker that we want. It's too rigid, this team. We're still playing through the right-hand side because the left-hand side is not providing us anything. And when they do, it's inconsistent. We can't rely on that left-hand side. So then what are we going to do? Lewis Skelly, how many times did we see last season Lewis Skelly cut into invert and try to drive forward and take on players? Why? Because he could see that we're not progressing. He could see that we're struggling to break the opposition down. But then we're leaving a gap at the back. But now we ain't got Partey to cover that. Now we've got Norgard and we've got flipping Zubimendi that we don't know if they're going to be as good, if not better. Well, Norgard, I already know he's not as good. But Zubamendi is definitely it's up in the air if he's good enough or not. And if we're going to go off the player ID from this manager in terms of getting DMs, the last time we didn't drop the bag on a DM, which was Rice, we got flipping Moreno that's no good as a DM. So what are we doing here? When you bring me Moreno, because you brought us Moreno before you're getting us Norgard, you're getting this. Bro, I can't trust your player ID, bro.
Facts.
I can't trust it that you're going to make it work.
Where's the creativity, though, that he told us? That he told us about. But go on, Aaron. Go on, Aaron.
Yeah, now listen to this, and I brought this up on my show earlier. Yeah, have a little listen to this chat. People on the panel, this will make you laugh / wince. Yeah, midfielders signed under Mikel Arteta: Thomas Partey 45 million, Odegaard 35, Lokonga 17, Vieira 35, Jorginho 11, Havertz 65, Rice 105, Mourinho 35, a total of 348 million pounds, and the asterisk starred with Zubamendi and Norgard. We would have spent 414 million pounds solely on this midfield. And look at the state of it. We've got Declan Rice playing out of position, Odegaard, who's been regressing for the last 2 fucking years, and Zubamendi, we don't even know, 1, if he can play in this football team, or 2, adjust to the fucking Premier League. 440 million quid. There's your ball. Fuck off.
Boom.
Off you go. That is disgraceful, bruv. 414 million pounds
Craziness.
on the midfield. And 350 before any midfield signings. We spent 750 million pounds on this squad, and we've spent 350 of it in the midfield. And that would consist without any new signings, because I've started off this with the new signings, 350 million quid in our midfield that we'd line up today if we made no signings would be Mikel Merino, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. 350 million quid.
Incredible.
Say less.
You know what it is? I'm looking for the creativity that he was talking about. Where is it? No,
It's in that 400. It's in that 400 mil that Aaron just read out. It's vanished in that 400.
I'll be real. I think I'm the only guy, but I don't know if I am. If anybody agrees with me, please tell me. I think that Rice is the biggest problem in that midfield. I really do. That playing him out of position is costing us. If we just switch Skelly for Rice, it'll be a different game. You'll be a different game in that midfield. Problem is that I expected someone. Do you know what I'm saying? I expected because Skelly can run with the ball. He's a bit techie. He can defend as well. If you want to, we need a player like that. We need someone like that can defend and attack at the same time. We need the Barella. Go talk to him. Inter Milan, the whole program's gone. Everything's gone. Inzaghi's left. You can go talk to him, approach him, be like, at least show him that we're serious. Nobody takes Arsenal serious. As soon as they call on the phone, everybody's hanging up like that. I say, just go. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't call us again. Call us afterwards. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the season, at the end of the transfer window, and then when we're panicking or whatever, we'll pay you. 65 million, yeah, we'll pay you. 120, yeah, we'll pay you. Because it's too late now. You have to pay him. You have to buy to continue this bullshit that you're selling everyone online and everyone in the world. Do you get me? Where's the creativity? Is Zubamendi that creative spark? No, he's not. So we're going to go with the same Rice and Odegaard next season, which he said that it's not good enough. It's just weird to me. It's like he's trying to destroy this team. Do you get me? I'm feeling like he's trying to destroy this team. You get me? Oh, you lot are pushing me out. Watch. Because it's weird. But yeah, man, go on, Ola.
No, the point that we're at right now is we need the signings that we already know, right? For me, the club's just playing around right now. They've wasted weeks, as far as I'm concerned, since the day the season done. I'm not even talking about like 1st of June. The day the season done. Fuck your holidays, yeah? And get to work, bruv. Get to work. Fuck your holidays and get to work. You tell the fans don't be satisfied. You told us don't be satisfied. Get to work. And I ain't seen no forwards. I ain't seen no strikers. And we all know what we need. You're deluding yourself. You're lying to yourself. If you're talking about we don't need strikers. And I've seen couple man online talking about, oh, we don't need strikers. Defense can win us the league. You don't know. Like, if one of the greatest fucking strikers that ever fucking passed this football club and played as a forward for this football club, he's saying we need a 9. He's not even saying we need the wingers. He's saying we need a 9. It means we need a goddamn 9. Go get a Glock 9mm. Yeah, you call yourself the Gunners and you ain't got no gun, man.
Yeah.
What kind
Yeah.
of thing is that? It's madness to me. And Thierry Henry is out here telling the world, putting the pressure on that we all can see. Stevie Wonder can see. Ray Jones can see. We need a 9. Go get us a 9, bro. Lord knows we get a 9 what we can do this season. But we need a proper 9. And the two that they keep talking about, Sesko or this. We've already chucked 400 mil at the midfield. Why don't you bring both of them in? Bring them both. They got Cunha bagging goals for Wolves. He's there. Buemo's about to join bagging goals from. Bring them both in. Let them compete. Make sure nobody's comfortable in the squad. And that's what we need. We need competition for places as well. And we ain't got none of that right now, bro. We ain't got none of that. We're suffering. We're suffering, man. The quicker and earlier they get that done, the better, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
I hear that. Ola, I know you got to shoot, bro. We will be redirecting to you when we're finished,
man. Big up.
Big up to you, man. Shout your channel, bro, and where people can catch you, bro.
Salute. Hey, your people, come check us out on the Fight Week show. We know there's a big pay-per-view that's dropping up this weekend, man. Ilia Topuria is going to be fighting Charles Oliveira. It's a mad card, you know what I mean? You, man, don't want to miss it. We got Moini Maikano on the card, you know what I'm trying to say? So come check us out on there. We got a couple fighters on the show tonight. Don't stop shit now. We got a couple fighters on there. We're going to see what's going on with John Bones Jones after retiring and running away from Aspen, a lot of people are saying. So if you are about that life, come check us out on the Fight Week show, man. Big love to Rashid. Big love to Aaron. Salute to you, Nuff. Big love to you. We'll be back. Salute.
Big up, brother. Pleasure to meet you as well, Sunday. Big up.
Yeah, man. Big love.
Big up, man. Every single time. Make sure you're subscribing to all of the Fight Week show. Aaron's link is there as well. And Rashid. Make sure you're subscribing to all the man them. You know what I'm saying? And we will be after redirecting to the Fight Week show. And yeah, man, I can't lie. Like, this just feels like stagnation to me. Like, Jorginho and Partey out, and Zubimendi and Norgard in. At best, stagnation. At best, it's stagnation. What have we actually improved? What is the other options? We sat there last season talking about, I said this numerous times last season. This bench is built to hold on to a lead, not to peg us back from a deficit. And I'm still feeling the same way. There is nobody on this bench that gets us off our feet. There's nobody that's been an addition to the starting lineup that says, okay, do you know what? We're 1-0 down. That player is going to turn up. That player is going to be the difference maker. That player is going to be the one. I feel like we're still continuing to do the same thing, which is we're just going to try our best not to concede and make sure that we have enough defenders that we don't concede. But at the same time, it's not good enough. Where is the centre back? I said it at the start. I said it during all of last season. People kept talking about versatility. When we had one of our centre backs out, Kivior is not the guy to play centre back week in, week out. Ben White, we started out when he first came in. He can't do it. Timber can't do it. Who's going to play centre back if something happens to one of our centre backs? Who's going to do it? We are not improving this squad. We are just replacing like for like. Who is Odegaard's competition? Not even competition. Why is Odegaard not holding bench? Why? Who is the rotation for Saka? Okay, cool. Yeah, it was the right thing to get Sterling back. It was never the right thing to bring him in the first place. Who is the competition? That left-hand side, everybody's not happy with both our wingers. Who's our left winger for next season? Who is it? What are we going to do? We're going to run Kai Havertz down into the ground and get him injured like we did last season? Or are we going to play Moreno? Is everybody happy with Moreno? What's he going to do? 10 to 13, 14 goals for the season? You get that output from Havertz. Is that what we're going with? We've got a goalkeeper that none of us are going to trust if Raya gets injured long term. Nobody can tell me with a straight face if Raya's out for the season or Raya's out at the crunch end of the season that you are comfortable going into any competition with Kepa being your main goalkeeper. And if he wasn't good enough for Chelsea, why is he good enough for us? If he wasn't good enough for a team and a project that you guys say Arsenal are ahead, Arsenal are the league challengers, Arsenal are the next team to go and win the major honours, Arsenal got a better manager, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. If he's not good enough for Chelsea, why is he good enough for this club? It doesn't make any sense to me. And before we got Kepa, nobody told me they wanted Kepa. I never saw anyone say that they want Norgard. Okay, Zubimendi, you man were hyping up, but let's just remember, you man hyped up a lot of duds at this club. You man hyped up Havertz, yeah, and now
Still hype up Havertz.
Yeah.
we now need a striker that they told us that it's
13 goals, bro.
but it's not
13 goals.
about scoring goals though. That's what they told us with Havertz. It's not about scoring goals, bro.
Oh,
He
yeah.
brings to the team.
The movement.
You don't
The
understand
movement.
what he brings to the team, Rashid. You don't understand ball, bro. But
Yeah,
these
I
are the
know.
same man that won Gyökeres.
I know. Yeah, James from AFTV knows, boy. I get it, yeah. Analytics and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Trophies
It's
are
just-
overrated as well, though, to be fair. I don't even know why we're trying to sign players to try and win them because, according to some Arsenal fans, they're overrated, man.
Nah, this movement
Oh,
off
sorry,
the
go on,
ball.
Rashid, go on.
Yeah, this movement off the ball got to stop. I'll be real, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in this bullshit. They just created this to buy these kind of players because you've got a player like Gyökeres, and I'm reading right there in the comments. I don't know if it's true. Fraz something. He just said, you guys are reading it too. I don't know. But Gyökeres said yes to Man United. I'll lose my shit if he signs for Man United. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing my shit, bro. And if he signs for Man United, yeah, we are done. This club is done. Fuck Berta, Arteta, the man, the lunch lady, the guy that cleans the floor, the guy that I don't know what puts the cones out. Everyone at that club, the parking guy, everyone's bro. It's a problem. We're looking at a club that's not moving forward, stagnating while other clubs are moving forward. Do you know what I'm saying? And we were promised that this season will be different. It won't be like last season. Watch this season. We've got
Bro,
a
apparently we're getting
350.
Rodrigo, bro. Apparently we're getting Rodrigo, and they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna get Rodrigo because he's unhappy at Real Madrid." Okay, okay, cool. Is Mbeumo happy at Brentford? What's the difference? What's the difference? Because this guy's flirting with us, flirting with Man United. Oh, I want to go, I want to move, I want to move. So, okay, Rodrigo's not happy at Real Madrid. Let's just entertain that narrative. He's unhappy at Real Madrid. And Mbeumo's unhappy at Brentford. If Mbeumo says no to us, why would Rodrigo say yes to us? Why? For what reason?
Mbeumo's got more emotional ties to Man United. There you go.
Okay.
They have emotional ties to Man United. He
He's
loves Man
desperate
United.
to link back up with former manager and idol and hero. Yeah.
Tell him.
Do you know what
It's
as
funny
well,
because we couldn't even convince Ceballos to come to this club. And I'm
We couldn't
supposed to
even
believe that we're gonna bring
convince
Rodrigo.
Sesko. We could have convinced Sesko. Sesko said no last season. Oh my days. Go
Bro,
on, Aaron. Go
Sesko
on.
said no. Buendia said no. Do you remember the way Buendia mugged us off when he signed, bro?
Yeah.
He mugged us off.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Bruno
Isak said
Guimaraes
no.
said no.
Bear man has said no, bro. Like
To less
this is what I'm-
teams, and they've joined less teams. That's the worst thing. They haven't said no and joined Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They
Worst
said
team.
no. They said. I mean, big up to Newcastle at the time. Like, obviously, I know they're really coming on leaps and bounds. But I'm sorry, 3 years ago, we were still finishing second, and Bruno Guimaraes was like, "Nah, I'm interested in what mid-table Newcastle are doing over there because they obviously had a project." And do you know what? You're seeing it, it's coming to fruition. Do you know what as well? There's something that weren't said about the Kepa thing as well, and I know it's what it is now. But do you know what makes me laugh with that? It's like Liverpool was sold their backup keeper. If Kepa's so good, why didn't Liverpool sign Kepa?
Facts.
Like, why didn't Chelsea keep him? And that's what North said. Why didn't Liverpool try and sign Kepa if he was that good as a second? But we get him. Do you know how much his wages are on? The same as Edison, who's won 4 in a row at Manchester City.
Why
Same.
didn't Brentford?
Yeah.
Why didn't Brentford? Because I swear, Kelleher went
Yeah.
to Brentford. Yeah. Why
Yeah.
didn't Brentford say, "Yo, nah. You know what? It's cheaper. It's a
London.
better market opportunity. We're going for Kepa instead."
London.
Why
bruv.
didn't
It'd have
Brentford
stayed
say
in London. It'd have stayed in London. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Brentford didn't even want him, bruv. Brentford didn't even want him.
Crazy.
But Arsenal
Imagine
want him.
Brentford saying nah, and we're like, yeah. You got the green light, bro. Come through.
And they're like,
Get
yeah,
the
he's
pass.
still the most expensive keeper in the world. That's what these Arsenal fans, they cling on to. Like, we've just got the most expensive signing, a goalkeeper in history for 5 million. They're like, yeah, but brother, he ain't worth that now. He weren't worth that then. They still think he's worth like 80 million quid and we've signed him for 5. That's how they train their brain to get over the nonsense that they read. They're like, yeah, but I mean, he's still the most expensive signing that we've ever made, and we got for 5 million. Is 5 million too much? That's it. It just is.
He's not
It
worth
is.
5 million if he had 5 million. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're not worth 5 million, especially
Same as what
the
you're saying.
wages as well. But big up touchline as well
Big
for
up
the raid,
touchline
innit?
for the raid,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, big up,
yeah.
bro.
Big up touchline for the raid. But this is the thing. We try, this club always trying to spin it like it's it's something like, yeah, we're doing something crazy, bro. Like, nah, it's not that. Man United are strapped for cash. Why didn't they go for Norgard? Man United strapped for cash. Man United need a goalkeeper. Why didn't they go for Kepa?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm.
Why ain't Tottenham? Tottenham are stingy. Why don't they go in for Norgard? Why are all the players, bro? Who could not afford it? Every team in the Prem could afford it. Why didn't Bournemouth go in for these players? Why ain't Fulham going in for these players?
We
Like, there's so
bullied
many
them.
five. Bro,
We bullied them. That's
bro,
what they
listen,
tell you. That's what they'll tell you, Noof. They will not stop. They will not stop. You get me? Like whatever I'm telling you right now, that's what they're gonna tell you on the roundabout, on wherever you go. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Big up to every platform that has us on. You will find these people, and this is what they'll tell you. They'll spin it any way they want. He's talking about creativity. Where is it? We don't see it. Anytime we sign a player, he's the best thing since sliced bread. How many players have they told us that he's going to be this? Lokonga's going to be a future. The future Vieira. Do you remember? The future
That's it,
Patrick
yeah.
Vieira.
Yo, Torre and all of that.
What? Because he's black. That's why you're giving him that fit. No. You have to be an actual footballer to talk about Patrick Vieira. Yaya Toure didn't even catch Patrick Vieira. What are you talking about, bro? Talking about a legend here. You get me?
Benfica trying to get Thiago Almada. Yeah, this
Mm.
kid is a baller. Why once again is a Portuguese team able to scout better than Arsenal? Why? Explain to me.
Yeah, because Leon have done it now. Have they been officially relegated now? Have they, or something like that?
No, not yet.
Like,
I think
they're knocking on the door of it,
yeah.
though, or something,
Surely
isn't
they
it?
can appeal, innit? I think they can
Yeah.
appeal.
Yeah, they could appeal. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's techie because they gave them a while to get their books in order, innit? Their finances in order, but it's just crazy, bro. Like once again, bro, like I just see all these other teams that are strapped for cash, all these teams that are farmers leagues, yeah. And the reason why we go in there and then we pay premiums is because we don't do our business in terms of unearthing these gems. I am not against Arsenal going in for gems. I'm not against that. And there may be players that I've never heard of. I'm not a scout, yeah. But do you know what? Yeah, when I was like, who's Van Persie? Yeah, well, I got to know who Van Persie was.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look at some of these signings here. This is what I wanted to bring up. Look at some of these signings from Wenger, yeah? Look at some of these signings. Aaron Ramsey from Cardiff, yeah? £4.8 million. Girl Clichy, 338k. Nicholas Anelka, 500k. Van Persie, £2.75 million from Feyenoord. Robert Pires, 6 million. Freddie Ljungberg, 3 million. Kolo Toure, 150k we paid to sign Kolo Toure.
Crazy.
Fabregas, 2.88 million. Sol Campbell, 3. Thierry Henry, 14.5 million.
Different landscape.
Inflation, yeah? But even with inflation, we were still buying better than these guys, bro.
Talent ID.
Bro, you can't
Talent ID, North. Let's be real. You know, money can't buy you. Money can't buy you what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have money and just splash it. You're splashing it on the wrong players. How many wrong players? How many transfers have we just splashed? And we know these players ain't good enough for this tier, for this club. Average players we splashed money on. It's talent ID. He thought it'd work. You see, Mendem, you thought that he didn't want a striker. He did. This is the strat. This is what he believes in. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what he believes in. He believes that Sesko's gonna work. Sesko is his striker. Havertz is his striker. Gabriel Jesus is his striker. These are the players that he wants. Arsene Wenger wanted these kind of players that you just mentioned because it's talent ID. You can't buy it. You can't learn it from someone else as well because it actually kills half of his game. Your system, he buys players for a certain system and then they turn out not to fit that position. What do you mean? Didn't you know that Ben White wouldn't work for centre back? How would you not know? You bought Ben White. You splashed 50 million on Ben White to play as a centre back, and then you're like, oh shit, he plays at right back. Moreno, oh shit, he's not really a midfielder. He's a striker. What are we doing here? You get me? Like he doesn't even know his own players. He's not serious. He's not serious. You get me? This is a joke. How many players play out of position? Because of him.
Almost all
Play,
of them, bro.
almost all of them.
Almost all
He
of them.
brought Havertz.
Cool.
He brought. Sorry, just this one. He
Go on,
brought
Nick.
Havertz
Yeah,
for midfield. He brought Havertz for midfield. Where did he end up? Striker. How did you not know that this guy can't play midfield? And you bought him for 65 million. How? You don't care about the money. You hear me? And then now we got to save money now. Oh, we got to go for Norgard and these players to go out for and buy Sesko. Then pay him 3 in Klarna, extend due date. And come on, bro, what are we doing here?
Bruv,
Yeah, man.
Rashid, yeah, I can extend your point, and so could you, but I'll extend it, yeah? Calafiori signed as a left-sided centre-back, plays left-back. Mikel Merino, left 8, then plays up front. Then the summer transfer window before, what does Timber come in and play left-back? Now he's a right-back. We got Havertz, comes in as a midfielder, plays as a striker. Declan Rice comes in as 6, plays in an 8. Should we go one more season back? Let's go another season back. Zinchenko is midfielder, plays left back. Gabriel Jesus is a striker, a winger that plays up front. Well, you can't write this. Odegaard came in at number 10. Now he's a right 8. You've got Ben White, who's a right back, a centre back. Now that's a right back. You can just carry on and carry on and carry on, bruv. Like, this is the whole team, and not one of them. Almost the whole entire thing, bar the 2 centre backs, the goalkeeper, and maybe Bukayo Saka, because it is what it is. I'm sitting there thinking, even Martinelli ain't a left winger. I know he didn't buy him, but he's not a left winger. Basically, 80% of that starting lineup, first 11 that he's picked, are all out of position.
Apart from the goalkeeper,
right? Do you know there's a reason? I'm saying, yeah, there's a reason why we still need the left back. It's because he's never signed the left back. He's tried signing the left back. He's spent way over 100 million trying to sign players that play the left back. But when you deep it, he's never signed the left back. The closest thing he's tried signing from was a left wing back, and that was Nuntavaj. And he binned him off after about a month. He stopped playing him because he didn't like him and lost his value.
Yeah.
But think about it. When was the actual left back that he wanted? When is he? He's not. He's never signed one, bro. Madness.
Do you know? I think that Wenger paid for his lack of talent ID when it comes to defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to centre backs and defenders that can actually defend, not go forward, Wenger was I didn't agree with a lot of Wenger's signings. You know, Kong Shelley and these players. Even when I watch back games, I can just watch them and I'm like, what Chambers and do you know what I'm saying? Mustafis and these kind of players. They're just not it. And he paid for that. He actually dropped off because of the defense. If he fixed the defense, Wenger, we would have won more games. If he stopped his arrogance, the way he plays football, and he stuck to it, sometimes we'd be losing and he'd still go with the same kind of formation, still same kind of play, and he put a lot of pressure on his defenders. And all of these defenders were shit, I can't lie. When it comes to this manager, I don't see any player that he bought that is actually when it comes to defenders, they're not really his defenders, you know what I'm saying? Because Shane just said right now, and I agree with him, that Gabriel was Emery. Do you know what I'm saying? He was Emery, but we'll give him that. Apart from Gabriel, who did he really sign in that defense that's actually spectacular or does a great job? In that midfield, who's doing a great job? We're talking great. We want something like Salah. We want something like, you know what I'm saying, like Van Dijk. We want these players. We want a De Bruyne. We want a, do you know what I'm saying? We don't see a Haaland. We don't see it with this manager. We have no world-class player. We don't have it. We've only got one player that is Saka and just pass him the ball, and then that's about it. That's the plan. Just get the player to pass the Saka. He hasn't buyed anyone.
Rashid, bro. We've been linked to Barcola. We've been linked to Mitoma. It's bro, first of all, why would Barcola even want to leave? He's 22. He just won the Champions League, won everything. He would be like, nah, I'm chilling, bro. Why am I gonna go to you, man? That's bro. It's a backward step. Why am I gonna go to the champions of Europe to you lot for what? I still get game time there. He scored 14 goals in the league. Why am I gonna go to Arsenal? Regardless of what you think about Barcola, regardless if you rate him or don't rate him, why would he want to come? And if we cannot convince Mbeumo, I mean, what did Brentford win last season? Nothing. We can't convince him to come in. Why are we going to take Barcola? Then to go and get Mitoma. What are we doing? Look at the way this manager, and even if you want Mitoma, look at the way that Trossard was treated. Why you think Mitoma ain't gonna go there? Like, nah, bro. Like, I saw the way Trossard was treated there. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm not going over there. There's too many favorites. Martinelli's gonna start every flipping week. Forget that. So I just, do you know what it is? Some people say, "Oh, you guys are moaning, bro." Look at the signings that we're making, and look at the players that we're linked to, and look at the players that we could get, and look at how we're so timid and so we don't know if we're going to get the player, maybe this and that. I honestly think that Arteta's winning this battle. And like I said, if Berta is not part of the solution, you're part of the problem for me. If you cannot get this manager under control and say, listen, we ain't doing these stupid signings, we need to get serious signings. Why were you at the games towards the end of the season? Why were you employed? What are you actually saying? What are you saying? And if you're not agreeing with what's going on, then you can clearly see with the last two signings, of flipping Norgard and Kepa, that they're not backing you. So get the fuck out. Cut. Go get another job. You got a good enough CV that you'll get a good job in football. You don't need to stay here. But if you do, I mean, it is what it is. We're starting to see why. Do you know what? Edu's words when he left are now seeming. I felt like there was some truth in his words when he said that Arteta was more in control and he had the final say in transfers. You can look at him and think it seems to be some validation to that, because even when we got the guy is signing signings that you would expect when Edu's here. So I don't. We may not have the money, but with the limited funds, at least go out and buy the right players. Liverpool didn't go out there and buy stupid players. They clearly had a plan, right? They got Chiesa and said, okay, we've got Chiesa. Listen, we still got the remnants of a good squad. We've got a manager that we believe in. Cool. As soon as that manager's proven himself, they said, okay, cool, we got the bag. We got our finances in order. Darwin Núñez is going to be shipped off. Do you know what I'm saying? Trent's going to leave, whatever. We're going to reinvest. We're going to make sure we go out there and get the right players. I don't see Liverpool panic buying. I see it always being strategic. Always been strategic. And even the players that you don't rate the most, they're always effective within their system. They're always effective. Whether it's a Gakpo, whether it's a Diaz, they always buy players that are effective with their system, even if they're not the greatest players ever. What players is Moreno effective as a DM? Is Calafiori effective as a left back? Like, I just don't understand it. They just seem to be a club here that understand what type of football they want to play, what manager that they want. Do you know what I'm saying? Klopp saying, I'm tired, I need to retire. They didn't panic. They didn't say there's no one else out there, we can't replace it. Why is that club move, Why are they moving so well in terms of replacing their manager, replacing players, getting a manager that then improves on players that were underwhelming the previous season to then actually win a title? That is a difference that what we don't do, and I'm tired, man.
Do you know, North, I want to just run with what you said. See, the thing is in football, you either buy a ready player, a made ready player that can go hit the ground running, start scoring goals, start doing the business, or you buy a player that's a potential and you turn him into a ready player. You turn him into a world-class player. See, Arteta doesn't have that. He doesn't have that in him. He doesn't have the facilities to actually make a player. Do you know what I'm saying? He thought that he did. He thought by buying Calafiore in his system, he's gonna go up a level. Every player in his system has gone down a level. Moreno right now
At
is
least one level.
cheaper in it. Like, it's cheaper to buy Moreno right now than when he was at Sociedad and he scored that goal against Germany. Do you know what I'm saying? And all these players are going down. I don't think any players going up apart from Gabriel and Partey that he actually let go. Do you get me? They're the only players that actually went up. Their prices went up. They were doing the business. This guy can't make players. When he gets a player, what player really worked in Arteta's system, bro? Come on, what player? What player? Let's be real. It worked the first year, yes, because we were playing a certain type of football. Then after that, everything went downhill. All these players are shitter than last season and the season before, and it keeps going. These players are all going to be shit by the time Arteta leaves. We'll have a bunch of players that we can't move. You know what I'm saying? And I said it before, I'll say it again. Bunch of players that we can't move, either sell or utilize. You get me? That's the problem. So since you're a manager and you know that you can't make these players better, buy the ready-made players. Buy a Gyökeres that doesn't need you to score goals. You don't need to play a certain way so Gyökeres can score goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's already killer. He's got that killer instinct. He's already got that. Yes, you might shift your system here and there, but when you get a player like Sesko, you're gonna have to change the whole system for him. And that's what he's going to do. Fourth year, four times he's going to change his system. Because without Partey in that midfield, you're going to have to change your system. You're going to have to make Rice not include him in the attacking play because you know what's going to happen if Rice loses the ball. And Zubimendi's in that number 6. And there's no Skelly because he inverted. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you're with something that Partey used to do. You get me? So you either make the players better or buy ready-made players, bro. Stop pissing us off and stop wasting our time. For real, bro. For real.
Yeah. Well, so that's the problem as well. We feel like our time's just being wasted. And I always ask this, and I'll ask this again. Anyone excited for the season? No one's excited. Chat. There's plenty of you in here, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash a like on this stream for our brother Northside. And anyone excited? Nah, look at us. This ain't a happy panel. I bet you if we were all Liverpool fans, this would be a totally different show. Totally different show. Why ain't it a different show that we're Arsenal fans? Because there's no ambition in the football club. There's no ambition. If anyone's going to sit there again and counter that and tell me that getting Kepa and Norgard is ambition, then bruv, they're the signings that you make in August. Once you've got Eze through the door, once you've got Gyökeres through the door, once you've got Rodrigo through the door. If we'd have got them all the way through the door, all the way through June, even just give it till halfway through July, the first 6 weeks, halfway through July, you got me them 3 signings, Eze, Rodrigo, Gyökeres. And then you say, get me in a Kepa. I'll go, well, I don't really like it, but yeah, whatever. I appreciate that you've probably spent north of 200 million to bring in these signings. I know we're not made of money, but I like the signings that you've made. I appreciate we made money. I appreciate we can't blow 50 million or 20 million or whatever on a goalkeeper. I'll go, all right, whatever. Thomas Partey goes out the door with them 3 signings and you go, do you know what? Bit annoying. I can understand and appreciate that you're going to bring in a Norgard 10 million signing. I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever. You know, I wish we'd have done better, but I can at least get where they're coming from. Not the other way around, though. Like, now people might then go, oh, yeah, but at the end of the season, what about if you end up getting them? It doesn't make no difference. Our business should have been done first off. All we're doing is allowing other teams, if we are actually ambitious enough to get bigger targets, to just come in and take them. Let's say we wanted Eze, yeah? And I don't think we do, but let's say we do. There'll be a team that comes in and goes, yeah, fuck it. Actually, yeah, we've wrangled our way. We'll go and get him now. Oh, there's another target gone by. What about Gyökeres? Liverpool easily could come in and get him. Easily could come and get that geezer. They sign Diaz. They sell Diaz and they sell Noodles up top. They'll have that money. They come in from a Barca comes into him, anyone comes in from. Guess what happens to Sesko? Leipzig are going, oh, there's an extra 10, 15 million quid on desperate Arsenal. And the wages guy, oh, yeah, the agent, he's going, oh, yeah, by the way, his wages have just gone up another 30, 40K a week. That's what the difference is between getting them done now and then done later. But Arsenal don't move that way. We're so backwards. Backwards is the nicest possible way I could describe this football club. Trust me, the nicest possible way. This ain't ambition. We're not even replacing the players that we're signing with adequate or level. What you're saying, we're just about scraping through. I think you're saying at the start of the stream, Northside, where it's just you're adequately only replacing. We're not even replacing them for the better, are we, North? You said it. When like Zubimendi might come in and smash the place to bits and fucking tear the Premier League up. Fair enough. But do you know what? What we know with Thomas Partey is he's got 4 years or 5 years under his belt at Arsenal Football Club. We know what we can do and what he's capable of. Zubimendi also, to flip it, and this is the ones that Top Gooners don't listen to, he might come in, he might not be as good as Thomas Partey. He might not be able to play in this system straight away, and he might not be able to adjust to the Premier League straight away and or ever. But no one wants to listen to that. Oh, Zubimendi. Oh, yeah, he's phenomenal. He's the best what we could have got. Everyone was after him. No one was after him. Because if Real Madrid were after him, he wouldn't be here we go in at Arsenal. I can guarantee you that. There isn't a player that is coveted that had Real Madrid and Arsenal both in for him at the same time and has chosen Arsenal. There isn't one. There just ain't one. If anyone can name that guy, please. I'll wait.
Do
But
you
I
know
feel
what our
like I'll
plan is?
wait.
No,
Yeah,
it's
go on, bro.
absolute facts, bro. Do you know what this club is like? Plan for the best situation, panic when we hit the worst. So
Yeah.
we look at it and go, oh, Norgard, surely he's going to be as good as the Thomas Partey to be the backup. Oh, Zubimendi, yeah, he's definitely going to be better than Partey. Okay, cool. And then we're going to get Sesko. Let's just be positive that he's going to be a top striker. We can't prove that. There's no facts to prove that. He hasn't proven that. But let's just believe. And let's just believe next season that Saka doesn't get injured. And let's just believe that Martinelli goes back to form that he had a couple of years ago and he gets back on the upward trajectory. And let's just be positive that Odegaard will play the way that he played, where we actually played good attacking football and actually contribute. And let's just pray and be positive that maybe he's going to turn up in the big games. And let's just pray that none of our centre-backs get injuries because we don't have anyone to rotate with it. And let's just pray that nothing happens to Skelly because we can't rely on Calafiori. But don't worry, let's just be confident. Let's just be positive that he's going to be the Maldini. Calafiori is going to be the Maldini of defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? And let's just pray that Ben White doesn't have a long-term injury after being played last season, week in, week out for a long time, injured. Let's just pray that doesn't happen again. And let's just pray that nothing happens with Declan Rice. And let's just be positive, yeah? That Declan Rice is going to be able to be our set-piece king. We're going to be set-piece demons again because we've got Gabriel that scores from free kicks, from corners, and then we've got Rice that scores from free kicks. So let's just pray that's going to be enough to get us through. And let's just pray that the long throw-ins is going to get us through games as well. Let's just pray that the dark arts. And also, let's just pray that that VAR is not against us because, you know, they're always against us. So it's a conspiracy. And let's just pray and be positive that Arteta is going to be the guy to get us through, and he's going to be the great tactician that the whole club has been crying out for. And let's just pray that we don't need to buy anyone in January because you can't buy anyone in January. You've got to wait to the summer. But then when we get to the summer, oh no, there's nobody available and who's realistic. So let's wait to January. But then when we hit January again, let's just be positive because nobody sells in January. But at the end of the day, we've got versatility. So let's just be positive.
Internal solutions.
Yeah,
internal solutions.
Let's be positive because at the end of the day, Arteta, if there's nobody better out there, and if you look at his trajectory of finishing second 3 years in a row, the only way is up. Let's just be positive. And this is the thing with this club. Everything is hope and pray. Everything is praying, everything goes. This is why this fan base were caught off guard and we wasn't with the injuries. When we've been saying it, they were caught off guard that, what's our answer against PSG after Arteta told us we know the quality of PSG and we can match them? His words, we can match the quality of PSG. We were never fucking in that tie. We were never in that tie. But let's just pray that even though Newcastle slapped us up 3 times last season, we'll just pray that we have the answer this season. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just believe and be positive because we have to believe and be positive. It's not like we wasn't positive when we was 8 points clear. It's not like we wasn't positive when we beat Real Madrid. It was not like we wasn't positive going into that PSG game. Where did that positivity get us? Oh, nowhere. Yeah, but it's people like you that don't deserve. People like Northside, people like Rashid, people like Aaron. You guys don't deserve it. You're not sticking with the team through the good times, even though we've seen this club for 21 years win fuck all major honors, but we are the ones that don't stick through the bad times. So let's just be positive because everything around this club is about praying. Praying. Be positive. Oh, positive energy, positive energy. Positive energy. You sound like my girlfriend. Let's get some good ambience out. I feel negative. I feel low. I'm on my period. I feel low. I feel negative.
Yeah, I want attention.
Negative. Don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, bullshit, bro. Bullshit. This is all praying, bro. Everything around this club is hope and pray. Everything around this club is hope and pray. Everything. Because there's no facts to back any of this stuff up.
You know what? North, yeah? What the worrying thing is that they weren't scared of us. By me saying they weren't scared of us is that I expected this season to Arsenal to really, you know what I'm saying, live up to their wherever they were selling us this past seasons. Because how are you going to spin this season? This season's done. It's make or break for Arteta. That's it. I thought that they were actually going to go out there and really put everything on Arteta. You know what I'm saying? Like, pause and give everything he wants. You get me? With all the players. What I'm seeing right now is that these people don't care. These people don't care. They don't care if we're not happy about Nodegaard and what's his name, Zubimendi. They don't care. I know that the fans are happy with Zubimendi, but Nodegaard, how do they spin that one? Kepa, how do they spin that one? They're using numbers to spin that one. They're not worried about the supporter. They're not worried about Arsenal fans. They will sell them everything. Come, let me sell you the Tower Bridge. Yes, sir. I'll pay for it. That's what they'll do. They'll sell them anything and they'll believe it. Back this manager blindly. And that's what they think being a supporter is. That's what they think. They think that being a supporter is just back in the club. Anything you want, yes, sir. I believe it. Yeah. Ain't no sheep here, you know what I'm saying? That's what sheeps do. You get me? I'm not that. We're not that. We're not them people. You get me? You don't just tell us some bullshit and we'll just accept it. Nah. It needs to go through my head, through the scan. If it fits, then okay. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about this because we've been here for how long? How long has it been? 25th of June. You man told us that we should be patient. Don't worry. There's still time. You get me? But it was easy to sign this player, Nodegaard. We barely talked about him. We barely talked about this player coming to Arsenal. How fast was that? Do you know what I'm saying? To sign him. It was super fast. So there is a possibility for you to go out there and buy a player. Why is it taking so long with Sesko? Why is it taking so long? All right, let's say I like Sesko. You know what? Let's say I do. Why is it taking so long? So we can move to the left wing problem. Now what's going to happen is that by the time we finish with the striker problem, and then we'll be like, oh, we don't have time to buy a left wing. Let's just go out there and get anybody. Do you get me? Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just believe in Martinelli and Trossard. And then next season, we'll find that we're still weak on the left side. And then we won't win. And then people will tell you, oh, it was because of the Sesko deal. It was the details, you know what I'm saying? It was hard to crack. You know what I'm saying? We had to talk to this player. We had to, bro, give him what he wants. Give him what he wants or just move on. You get me? You don't want Sesko, let's move on. Let's not keep eyeing the babe that from start to finish when you go to the club. Don't eye that thing. That you move up, you say hello. If the thing says no, move on. We go to the next. Yeah? The number 9 doesn't want us, then the 8.7 wants us. And so on. We keep moving until it's 5. Don't go under 5, people, yeah? But you know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Trust
You
me.
get me? That's how it works. Innit? Don't go
Don't
under
go under
5.
5, man. Don't do it. Unless they
But
make you
no,
breakfast
really.
in the morning.
No, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Sesko don't want us. He's making it hard. I thought that we agreed personal terms. All of a sudden, how did this happen all of a sudden? Did we agree personal terms? I don't understand. But bro, it is what it is. In my opinion, we go for Sesko, we move on, go to Gyökeres. Gyökeres doesn't want us, Osimhen. Osimhen doesn't want us, we move to another player. Right now. Let's not keep dilly-dallying on this situation and then we end up not signing anyone for left wing. That's still going to be a problem. We still have Rice on that left wing and left-hand side. And we have a player that can barely... Like, Nelly's done, bro. Nelly's done out here. Yeah? And Trossard doesn't want to be here. I don't understand. It is what it is, bro. We're going to keep going for that number 9 and then we go home by ourselves and that's what will happen. That's what happened at the end of the night. You keep buying her drinks.
You know
keep
what
buying her
hurts,
drinks and
yeah?
she's going to leave.
Do you know what hurts, yeah? If they can't be bothered, yeah, to get us to where we need to get to, I beg you, just sell the club. If you don't care about the club, make your money, sell the club. Just sell it. Would rather you just sell it to somebody that is going to be ambitious. Do you know what I mean? Like, stop trying to just stop this nonsense. Just sell the club. Make your money. Yeah, make your money. That's what you're in the game for. The Cronkies are in the game for their money. Make your money, sell up, and let's go get owners that actually care, man. Let's go get owners that are actually going to do their best to win major honors. And if I see owners that, you know, they don't necessarily have to be Saudis or whatever, but they use the finances of the club.
It's good if they are.
Right players and stuff like that. Then cool. Do you know what I mean? I can accept that. I can accept Arsenal, you know, having ownership and recruiting the right players. And we may not dominate the Premier League.
You remember the Spotify one, North? You remember the Spotify one? when we had Thierry Henry, Bergkamp, and Vieira with Spotify. Do you remember that one? I
Even
really
that
wanted
African
them.
guy, even that African guy, what was his name that wanted to buy Arsenal? I
Oh,
forgot.
was
I
he
know
was he
all
from
of them.
Uganda? Was he from Uganda? I
Yeah,
think he
yeah,
was from
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Just give the club to people that care. If you don't care, cool. You don't have to care, but just give the club to people that care, innit? At least, you know what? At least Mike Ashley sold the club. He was a prick at Newcastle, but at least he sold the club. He sold the club. Do you know what I'm saying? Sell it to people that care. You want to make your money? Cool. You've been at Arsenal for enough time. You've raised the value of the club. Cool. Sell the club. Give us some owners that actually care, that actually hurt when they see North London Parade and it's not Arsenal Football Club, it's Spurs. Give us owners that actually care that Chelsea have completed world football. They've completed club football. They've won everything. Give us owners that care, innit? I'm sure Crystal Palace are happy that they got owners that care. Newcastle have owners that care. Do you know what I'm saying? I know some of the lower teams that, you know, they haven't won anything, but Bournemouth have got owners that care. Brighton have got owners that care. You know, with what they've got, they're owners that care. They're trying to raise the club. Do you know what I mean? And what have we got? We've got owners that they don't care. They don't. Where's the interviews? Where's the Sky interviews? Where's the explanation for the season again? Broken promises. Where are the interviews? Josh, you got a lot to say when shit looks good and when it looks like, the mood around the club is positive. Where are you now? Your dad left you in charge. Why are you not explaining why this club is in this situation, bro? Because everyone can say we're negative and we're toxic and we're These people, yeah, that got them, it's their money that are running the club. It's their employees. Why are you not explaining to us why we are in this situation? Why? It's the process that you guys have put in place. Where is our explanation? Where is even our apology that we've had to sit here and bear all these teams lifting trophies?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where's any of the consideration for the fans? Instead, I see you dickheads putting fucking summer clothing line in the shop and all this bullshit. That's what you man are more concerned with. And fucking tours and all this bullshit. Fuck off, man. Where is it? Why don't you show us, yeah, as an ownership that you get what it means to be an Arsenal fan? Why don't you show us that you understand why we're upset, why we're disappointed? And I tell you what, the faster you get this club into winning trophies, that's when you get all the fans on board.
Yeah.
You
make more money.
You want maximum revenue? Bro, if they win us a Premier League or Champions League,
I'm buying. I'll buy the merch.
I'll come down to the Emirates. I'll buy the merch. Yeah. I'll invest in this club. Gladly, I'll invest with pride. I'll invest in this club.
Of course.
That's all we're asking for. I'm not asking for domination, bro. I never saw Wenger win it back to back. I never saw Wenger even win a Champions League. I've said it before and I say it again. Just get my club back to at least the level I grew up watching them. At least.
Bro. We're stuck wearing t-shirts from 23 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I don't think these fans understand or the Arsenal doesn't understand what is mandatory for a club like Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? Mandatory, you need to buy the players every season. You need to be ready for next season. I'm not seeing that. The thing is that they're not answering for their crimes. Do you know why? It's because a big chunk of this fan base are happy. They're all right with it, and they'll tell you why Partey is a good decision for him to leave, and why we bought Norgard. That's what they're going to tell you, and you're going to see them. Give it 2 days, 1 day, and you're going to see it on your phone or whatever. Look at this. Look at this guy. This guy was like, the Premier League really said, let's make it hard for Arsenal. Again, tough fixtures, dodgy officiating, and same old script. There you go. That's what they have. That's what we have. That's what we have online. These are the people we need to deal with. These are the people you're going to deal with every day. If you decide to be a YouTuber and have a voice, these are the people you need to deal with. I'm already fed up. I'm already fed up with it.
Let them cash in. Let them cash in. Just cash in and just say, listen, this is our asking price. Yeah? Whoever's out there that wants to take over this club and wants to actually win stuff, we're going to cash in now. We've left the club in a competitive position, at least, yeah, which is the only compliment I can give. You've left the club in a competitive place. We are competitive, but we're not winners. Cool. Sell the club now. Sell the club now to somebody that's able to take us to the next level to actually be champions, because you're failing for us to become champions. Sell the club now. Get your money and fuck off. Take your money and go invest it in whatever else you want to do. Because I don't see why you're in the game for. Big up to the super chats. Let me get through some of these super chats real quick. Suj, big up to you, bro, for the super chat. I literally said this goes against everything we were told about age profile. We're literally shopping at the dollar shop and asking for a discount. If I say certain things, I'm going to get cancelled. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Alex Cornford, big up to you, bro, for the super chat. Great show, North. Objective Liverpool fan here, but I think Arsenal issue is now Arteta has fucked it up to the point where the win now players won't join Arsenal.
Well done. 100%. How do you sell a project to a player like Rodrigo? How would you sell it? How would you sell it to Gyökeres? How would you sell it to these players? Facts, bro. 100%. I agree with you. 100%.
Imagine if these dickheads actually put the club for sale when Newcastle were up for sale and we got their ownership. Imagine what we would be able to do, bro.
Oh,
imagine, man.
We'd have won. Big stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted Spotify. I didn't really want an Arab. Do you know what I'm saying? I believed in the Spotify deal because Thierry Henry and Bergkamp and Vieira were there. Obviously, if you fuck me off, I'll fuck you off back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's bigger than the club. No one's bigger than the club. You get me? No one. But I really believed in that, bro. And you know what? Cronkies were in a very weak position then. If you man remember, they were in a very weak position, but they stood their ground and won it. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Thing is that they turned it around. They threw a little 750. Here you go, 750. Do you know what I'm saying? Keep the poor busy. That's what happened. You get me? And the thing is that a lot of them believed in this process and whatever. So it's hard for him to sell. But yeah, man.
Don't worry though. Man City are only 2-3 Premier Leagues away from our overall trophy. Yeah, I mean our overall prems. So yeah, while we are saying it takes time, yeah, Man City are about to pass us as the third biggest club in England. Arguably, Chelsea have already passed us, really and truly. For me, Chelsea have passed us. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. Stefan, big up to you, bro. Northside, you're right. Even Cronky's teams in America don't win fuck all either. Salute to the three of you. Big up, bro. Big up, man. Big up for the super chat, Stefan. And yeah, man, we're gonna redirect to the Fight Week show. Before we do that, Rashid, big up, bro. Tell them where. Shout out your channel and tell them where they can find you.
Hey, big up, bro. Thanks for having me on. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for having me on, and big up to everyone in the chat. You get me? It was nice today. Well, to be honest, it wasn't. You know what? We did laugh a lot, and it's understandable why it. We didn't meet. You know, we usually laughing, making jokes or whatever. Today was a sad day. I can't lie for Partey to leave. I think it really affect us. I think it really, all jokes aside, it will really affect that midfield. He was holding everything down. But let's hope I'm wrong. You get me? Yeah, if we're wrong, you know everybody's gonna come out and be like, "Yo, link. Let's link up, link. Yeah, of course you want the link now. You don't want the link now, do you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is what it is. Pick and choose. But yeah, I'm gonna be live tomorrow with Touchline. Big up to my guy Touchline, Arsenal Man United talk show. So we're gonna be doing that, and then we're gonna be doing something else on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? With a couple of mandem. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
There you go. There you go, man. Big up Rashid, man. The link to Rashid's channel is in the title. So is the Fight Week show. And so is Aaron. Aaron, shout your channel out, bro, and where people can find you.
Yeah, man. Click on that link. Come over at Aaron Talks Arsenal on YouTube. Find me Instagram as well, but mostly YouTube. You'll see me live from 5 again tomorrow. Cool, talking all things Arsenal with no awful little undercard of nonsense in terms of opinions. You know, we say it how it is. We always say how it is. Forever always say how it is. That's it, bro. Yeah, come over. Big up, man. Thank you very much for having me on as always. This gentleman, before you even click on anyone's links, make sure you smash the like on this stream. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on. We got to help each other out. Or even think about doing anything else, smash the like on this stream.
Now, big up, man, and love for the redirect as well. We're going to redirect to the Fight Week show, Ollah's channel, Northside Raid on the way in. And yeah, man, we'll see you lot tomorrow. Love.
I'll take her out.